Alright folks, let's set the scene. So the movie opens up at the Acropolis Museum in Athens, Greece. We see two goddesses, Hespera and Kalypso, who are also known as the daughters of Atlas. They come across the broken staff of the wizard Shazam. They break open the case that's holding the staff pieces and each of them grabs one half, which imbues them with its powers. Kalypso decides to use her power of mind manipulation to get all the museum patrons to start attacking each other. Chaos ensues, but it's not enough for Hespera. She uses her powers to unleash an element that turns everyone into stone. They both acknowledge that it's time for them to go after the champions of this realm. And that's where our adventure begins.
I'm an idiot. I feel like a fraud.
After that, we see Billy Batson visiting the office of his pediatrician, but he's in his Shazam form. He expresses his feelings of not living up to his true potential as a superhero and how his family is drifting apart from him. To make matters worse, he and his Shazam family haven't been seen as very heroic in the eyes of their city. In fact, they've been given the nickname Philadelphia Fiascos. Billy is clearly feeling the weight of all this on his shoulders and is struggling to figure out how to be the hero everyone needs him to be. After Billy's visit to his pediatrician's office, he returns home to his siblings. Eugene and Billy play games together, while Pedro has taken a liking to baseball, not just the game but also the players themselves. Mary has stayed home from college and works to pay rent, and Darla remains her usual cheerful self. Freddy tends to go off on his own with his superhero persona, Captain Everpower. However, when they overhear news of trouble in the city, Freddy wants just the two of them to take care of it. But Billy knows that they need the help of their siblings, so he calls upon them to join him and Freddy by taking on their own superhero forms. However, they continue to keep their superhero identities a secret from their foster parents Victor and Rosa.
Shazam!
The Benjamin Franklin Bridge starting to come apart, causing people to panic and abandon their cars. The Shazam family arrives just in time to get people to safety, but unfortunately, they're unable to stop the bridge from completely collapsing. Despite their heroics, they're still labeled as the Philly Fiascos.
Right, well how do you feel about being dubbed the Philadelphia Fiascos?
Shazam gathers his siblings at their Rock of Eternity hideout to discuss what happened, but each of them has their own commitments to attend to. Mary stays behind to talk to him, emphasizing that he needs to accept that things are changing with the family, and it might be time for him to move on as well. The wizard is imprisoned in a cell in the realm of the gods after seemingly passing away while transferring his powers to Billy. Hespera and Kalypso, the daughters of Atlas, visit him and force him to repair the staff that was shattered into pieces. The staff is the only thing keeping the daughters of Atlas from entering the human realm, and after it was destroyed, they're seeking revenge against the wizard for working against Atlas and consider him a traitor. The wizard is in a difficult position, being forced to work against his will to restore the staff. Freddy has a chance encounter with a new girl Anne at their high school. He's instantly smitten with her, and she appears to be interested in him too. However, their moment is rudely interrupted by Brett and Burke Breyer, two bullying brothers. Despite the Breyer brothers' interference, Anne allows Freddy to walk her to class, and he realizes that he has developed a crush on her. Billy has a dream in which he's out on a date with Wonder Woman, but the illusion is disrupted when the wizard appears in her place. The wizard then warns Billy about the daughters of Atlas and their plan to wreak havoc on Earth, but he's unable to provide any guidance on how to stop them due to his weakened state. After waking up from the dream, Billy decides to inform his fellow Shazam family members about the looming danger posed by the daughters of Atlas. The siblings, except for Freddy, are at the Rock of Eternity and are informed about the daughters of Atlas.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Who guard the tree of life that produces golden apples containing the seeds of life. They also have a dragon at their disposal.
Protected by a dragon.
Pedro shows them a secret room full of archives and books about various magical artifacts. The sentient quill named Steve directs them to the books they need to find on the daughters. It is a magic pen. They discover that the barrier between the worlds was broken because Billy broke the staff when they fought Dr. Savannah. The siblings also learn about Hespera, Kalypso, and a third sister named Anthea, who is revealed to be the new girl that Freddy likes. Billy realizes that Freddy might be in danger. Freddy takes Anthea to the rooftop of the school, hoping to impress her by revealing his superhero identity. However, Hespera and Kalypso appear and use the staff to drain Freddy of his powers. When his teacher tries to intervene, Kalypso uses her powers to make him fall off the roof to his death. Anthea then reveals that she is actually the third sister, and uses her powers to manipulate the environment to escape with Freddy. The Shazam siblings arrive to try and fight, but Freddy urges them to hold back, as they too will be depowered. The sisters then trap Freddy on a platform, which floats high into the sky as they create a dome around the city, trapping everyone and everything inside. Shazam and the rest of the family can only watch helplessly as Freddy is taken away. Imprisoned with the wizard, Freddy introduces himself and explains his relation to Billy. The wizard sees Billy as a failed champion and sinks into despair. Despite Freddy's attempts to come up with an escape plan, the wizard tells him it's useless against the daughters of Atlas. Meanwhile, the other siblings use Steve to write a letter to the daughters, pleading for Freddy's safe return. Kalypso arrives to torture Freddy with her powers. To make matters worse, Kalypso traps Freddy and the wizard in a pit with their powerful dragon, Layden the World Ender. Layden's powers render Freddy and the wizard immobile, but Anthea intervenes and uses her powers to free them before Layden can kill them. As Shazam, Billy sets up a meeting with Hespera in hopes of rescuing Freddy and removing the dome. Hespera arrives and expresses her anger towards teenagers taking on the powers of the gods. When the rest of the siblings join them, Kalypso ambushes them and depowers Pedro with the staff. Shazam confronts Hespera underground, where she tries to trap Mary and Darla with wires, and attacks Shazam with a large ball of fused materials. However, Shazam uses his super speed to redirect her own attack towards her, knocking her unconscious. The siblings then bring Hespera back to the Rock of Eternity. They realize that Hespera has escaped from her imprisonment. Hespera manages to escape and steals a golden apple covered in black dust from the Rock of Eternity's library, which the siblings had thought was just a paperweight. The siblings search for her. They follow her as she meets with Kalypso and Anthea, who plan to use the Seed of Life to unleash their army of monsters on Earth. Meanwhile, Freddy and the wizard try to retrieve the apple, but they are caught by the sisters. Shazam intervenes and takes the staff from Kalypso, but she quickly takes it back. The wizard then restores Freddy's powers, and they all escape. Despite Hespera's orders not to use the staff, Kalypso summons Layden to go after the champions, thinking her sisters have become soft. The heroes rush to Victor and Rose's house to get them to safety, but they must reveal their secret identities. Pedro also takes the opportunity to come out to the family as gay, and they all show their support for him.
We're superheroes! I'm gay.
Layden begins to chew through the house, everyone to flee into the city. Kalypso chases them while riding Layden, and she uses the staff to depower everyone except Billy before taking the apple. She plants it in the ground at Lincoln Financial Field, causing the Tree of Life to grow and unleashing monstrous creatures that attack and kill innocent civilians. The magic pen reveals to the siblings that there is one force that can defeat the monsters, and it's the unicorns. However, Wizard warns them that unicorns are not the gentle creatures depicted in fairy tales, but rather, they are violent creatures that despise humans. He also reveals that ambrosia is one of the things that can calm them down. Darla then comes up with an idea to feed them Skittles. The siblings find the unicorns and offer them the Skittles, which the unicorns accept, allowing the siblings to ride them into the city to battle the monsters. Anthea tries to reason with her sisters, reminding them that the Tree of Life belongs in their world and not on Earth. However, Kalypso is determined to go ahead with her plan and even turns against Hespera, using Layden to impale her and the staff to depower Anthea. Billy realizes it's up to him to save the day and has a heart-to-heart conversation with Rosa, confessing his superhero identity and worrying about aging out of the foster system. To his relief, Rosa assures him that he will always have a home with them. Shazam locates Kalypso and Layden as they are about to harm Freddy and Anthea. He quickly takes the staff from Kalypso and leads her on a chase. Meanwhile, he discovers Hespera's body and manages to revive her, asking for her help in stopping Kalypso. They work together to trap Kalypso inside a dome, with Hespera shrinking it down to the size of the stadium, causing Kalypso to become enraged. Billy's family watches from outside the dome as he confronts Kalypso and her dragon. Using the staff, Shazam powers up and attacks Layden, causing the dragon's fire to burn his suit. He charges himself up with the staff, summoning a powerful bolt of lightning that destroys the dome and incinerates both Kalypso and Layden. Hespera acknowledges Billy as both a hero and a god before dying. The family mourns the loss of their loved ones but finds solace in the fact that they died protecting the world. After the devastating battle, the family finds Billy lying motionless by the Tree of Life. Despite their attempts to revive him, Billy appears to be dead. The wizard appears and takes the family, along with Anthea, to the realm of the gods to give Billy a proper burial. The wizard explains that with Anthea losing her powers and her sisters dead, there is no one left with the power to bring Billy back to life. Just when all hope seems lost, a voice rings out, "There is one."
There is one.
To their surprise, Wonder Woman appears before them, having received Billy's message. She uses her goddess powers to revive Billy and restore Anthea and the siblings' powers. Billy rises from his grave, now alive and well as Shazam, and he embraces his family. He tries to flirt with Wonder Woman, but she gently rebuffs him, telling him to focus on saving the world. With their powers restored, the family is now ready to continue fighting against evil and protecting the world. The family arrives back home, relieved to have repaired the damages caused by the battle. Anthea is now living with them and has officially become Freddy's girlfriend. The wizard pays them a visit, having chosen to live among humans instead of in another realm. He expresses his gratitude towards the family for helping him, and they all consider him a friend. Billy then asks the wizard about his superhero name, and he reveals that it has always been Shazam. Mid-credits scene, Amelia Harcourt and John Economos arrive at a secluded location in the woods where they find Shazam practicing his powers. They offer him an invitation to join the Justice Society, which was ordered by Amanda Waller. However, Shazam interrupts them, excitedly thinking that he's being invited to join the Justice League instead. He then suggests that the Justice Society should change their name, as having two superhero teams with justice in their name can be confusing. Post-credits scene, Dr. Sivana is seen still locked up in his cell, seemingly hopeless and powerless. Suddenly, the door to his cell opens, and Mr. Mind slithers in. Sivana is angry and demands to know why Mr. Mind left him stranded for so long, but Mr. Mind assures him that their plans are finally coming to fruition. He then reveals to Sivana that he has recruited some powerful allies to help them in their mission. The camera then pans out to show a shadowy figure with glowing eyes lurking in the darkness, hinting at the emergence of a new villainous threat. So, that's it. Be sure to comment with your thoughts below. If the video feels good, then like this video. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified of our latest videos. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.